Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive into the fascinating world of machines that move us. Usually, when we talk about vehicles that can tackle absolutely any terrain, we are discussing monstrous 4x4s, heavily modified overland trucks, or rugged side-by-sides built to conquer the wilderness. But what happens when the wilderness is just the urban jungle, and the person who needs to conquer it is someone dealing with limited motor functions? For decades, the automotive and mobility industries have struggled to create a truly liberating personal mobility device. Wheelchairs and mobility scooters are fantastic, but they are inherently limited by their traditional wheel designs. A curb, a flight of stairs, or even a significant gap in the pavement can become an insurmountable roadblock. Well, throw out everything you thought you knew about mobility scooters, because today we are looking at something so radically advanced that its creators outright refuse to call it a scooter or a wheelchair. This is the XSTO X12, and its makers proudly classify it as a mobility robot. And trust me, once you see what this thing can do, you will understand exactly why it deserves that title. To understand the genius behind the X12, we have to look at the team that brought it to life. XSTO is a Chinese brand that has spent decades perfecting the art of moving heavy, awkward objects. They built their reputation in the commercial cargo manipulation sector, developing high-tech solutions to transport goods up and down stairs and across treacherous warehouse environments. Now, they have taken all that hardcore industrial engineering, all that relentless research and development, and applied it to human mobility. The result is a machine that looks like it rolled straight out of a science fiction movie and into reality. The X12 is designed from the ground up to obliterate the boundaries of where a person with limited mobility can travel. Let us start by looking at how the X12 operates in its natural habitat, cruising down a standard sidewalk. In its normal configuration, it rolls on a highly advanced set of wheels. The rear wheels integrate powerful electric motors to provide the primary thrust, while the front features an omnidirectional wheel setup, giving this robot an incredibly tight turning radius and absolute precision in tight spaces. But that is just the beginning.
As you roll over uneven ground, the X12 utilizes an independent suspension system paired with a self-adjusting tilting function. This means that if you are traversing a sloped sidewalk, riding up a steep hill, or rolling over debris, the robot automatically adjusts its geometry to keep the occupant perfectly level and stable. You are essentially floating above the terrain on a computerized cushion of tech. But what happens when the smooth pavement ends and a daunting flight of stairs begins? For a traditional mobility device, this is game over. For the X12, this is where the real show begins. Built directly into the frame of this robot is an aggressive, heavy-duty track system. We have seen tracks on mobility devices before, but never integrated quite like this. When you approach a staircase, the X12 transforms. It lowers its entire body, mechanically pulls its wheels out of the way, and firmly plants its tank-like tracks onto the ground. If you are going down a flight of stairs, the seat will automatically tilt toward the rear of the machine, keeping your center of gravity perfectly balanced, while the tracks lean forward to make contact with multiple stair edges simultaneously. This creates an incredibly stable base, using the edges of the stairs as load-bearing points. As the machine glides down the stairs and reaches the flat ground at the base, the wheels immediately and seamlessly re-engage for a perfectly smooth transition. Going upstairs is the exact same process in reverse. The tracks are equipped with specially designed ridges that bite into the stair edges for maximum grip. And because safety is paramount when you are suspending a human on a staircase, the X12 features an auto-correcting trajectory system. If the robot detects even the slightest drift while climbing or descending, it will automatically micro-adjust its path to keep you perfectly straight. In terms of speed, it is no slouch either. It can confidently climb up to 25 stairs per minute and descend at up to 30 stairs per minute, utilizing gravity to its advantage. The tracks do not just conquer stairs, they also solve another major urban hazard, which is gaps. Whether it's a wide gutter, a space between a train platform and the train, or just a massive crack in the pavement, the X12 can handle it.
The robot simply lowers onto its tracks, reaches across the gap with its leading edge, establishes contact on the other side, and pulls the rest of the machine securely across. It is an engineering marvel that effectively paves the road ahead of you. Of course, all of this mechanical capability means nothing if the rider is not comfortable and safe. The X12 offers extreme adjustability to suit any body type and preference. You get full height adjustment, the ability to recline up to 121 degrees, a tilt range of up to 48 degrees, and a lift mechanism that can elevate the seat from 490 millimeters all the way up to 762 millimeters. This lift function is crucial for allowing users to reach high shelves or converse with standing friends at eye level. Furthermore, you get endless adjustability in the backrest, armrests, and leg rests. To keep you safe from the unpredictable world around you, the X12 is equipped with a continuously scanning LiDAR system. This radar technology provides constant spatial awareness, feeding data to the onboard computers to issue auditive alerts for collision proximity and anti-fall warnings. Powering this incredible machine is a robust electric vehicle drivetrain. The X12 is equipped with dual 25.6 amp-hour battery packs. This gives the robot a highly impressive total range of up to 35 kilometers, or roughly 22 miles, on a single charge. That is a massive amount of freedom for a single day of exploring. When you want to get somewhere quickly, the X12 can hit a top speed of 12 kilometers per hour, which is about 7.4 miles per hour, making it significantly faster than the average mobility scooter on the market. The only slight drawback is the charging time, which takes about 6.5 hours for each battery pack, but with a bit of overnight planning, it is a non-issue. All of this power and capability is effortlessly controlled via a sleek classic joystick and digital display center located right at your fingertips on the armrest. Now, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the price. Groundbreaking, life-changing technology like this is never cheap, and the XSTO X12 is no exception. The standard version of this tank-like robot carries a price tag of $28,000.
If you want the fully loaded Pro version with a few extra bells and whistles, you are looking at an eye-watering $30,000. Yes, that is literally more than many brand new compact cars on the market today. It is a steep price of admission, but when you consider what you are actually buying, it changes the perspective. You are not just buying a scooter, you are buying unparalleled freedom, the ability to go anywhere, climb anything, and reclaim access to a world that is not always built with accessibility in mind. Pre-orders are open right now, and I for one cannot wait to see these incredible machines changing lives out in the wild.